When Julius Caesar needed to cross the Rhine River to intimidate Germanic tribes, his engineers built a massive wooden bridge in just 10 days. Not 10 months. 10 days. This wasn't some rickety rope bridge either. We're talking about a sophisticated timber structure spanning one of Europe's widest rivers, built by soldiers who could switch from construction mode to combat mode in minutes. But bridges were just the beginning. Every night, when Roman legions marched through enemy territory, they built an entire fortified camp from scratch. These weren't simple tent circles. Each castra followed a standardized rectangular design with rounded corners to eliminate blind spots. Soldiers would dig a trench 5 feet wide and 3 feet deep around the perimeter, pile the earth into a 6-foot rampart, and top it with sharpened wooden stakes. The entire process took just 2 to 3 hours. Imagine building a fortified town that could house 5,000 men before dinner time. The genius was in the standardization. Whether you were stationed in the forests of Germania or the deserts of North Africa, every Roman camp looked identical. Soldiers could navigate any camp in complete darkness because they knew exactly where everything was. This wasn't just convenient. It was psychological warfare. Enemies watched Romans transform landscapes into fortresses faster than they could organize an attack. And those legendary Roman roads? 50,000 miles of them crisscrossed the empire. These weren't dirt paths. Roman engineers built them in layers, starting with large foundation stones, then smaller stones, gravel, sand, and finally tightly fitted stone slabs on top. This layered structure provided drainage so effective that many Roman roads still exist today, 2,000 years later. The primary purpose? Moving legions rapidly to any frontier. 29 major military roads formed a strategic network that allowed Rome to respond to threats with terrifying speed. When it came to siege warfare, Roman engineering became absolutely devastating. They developed the onager, a torsion-powered catapult that could hurl 150-pound stones up to 300 feet, smashing through fortress walls. The ballista worked like a massive crossbow, firing iron-tipped bolts that could pierce armor and kill multiple enemies in a single shot. At the Siege of Alesia in 52 BC, Caesar's engineers built a double ring of fortifications, 15 kilometers of inner walls and 21 kilometers of outer walls completed in just 3 weeks. They trapped the Gallic army inside while simultaneously defending against reinforcements from outside. The Romans even engineered their infantry tactics. The famous testudo formation turned soldiers into a human tank. Legionaries locked their large rectangular shields together, front ranks holding shields forward, inner ranks raising shields overhead, creating a nearly impenetrable shell that could advance under heavy arrow fire. It was slow, yes, but it was unstoppable. Here's what made Roman military engineering truly revolutionary. Other armies had engineers. Rome made every soldier an engineer. Legions included specialized units called immunes, excused from regular combat duties to focus on construction. These men were led by architecti, professional engineers who designed everything from siege towers to aqueducts. In peacetime, these same military engineers built the civilian infrastructure that held the empire together: roads, bridges, aqueducts, and public buildings. The scale was unprecedented. Roman military engineering wasn't occasional. It was constant, systematic, and empire-wide. While enemies relied on existing fortifications and natural barriers, Romans simply built their way through every obstacle. Hills? Tunnel through them. Rivers? Bridge them. Enemy walls? Smash them with artillery or build ramps over them. This is why Rome dominated for centuries. They didn't just fight better. They built better, faster, and more strategically than anyone else. Every legion was a mobile construction battalion that could fortify a position, lay siege to a city, or build a road network, all while maintaining combat readiness. The empire wasn't just conquered by military might, it was literally constructed, one engineering marvel at a time, by soldiers who understood that the shovel was just as important as the sword.